Okay, Rianne. So this week we're going to be talking about Act 1 of Romeo and Juliet. So you need to make sure you make notes and you keep your notes because that will help you for the rest of the work that we will do later on. So first thing first, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and write 5 facts about Romeo and 5 facts about Juliet. So the main story is about two families, the Capulets. So we've got the parents, the servants, and Juliet, and we've got the Montagues with the parents, the servants, and Romeo. So you should now be very familiar with the characters, as this is what we've been working on last week. In this act, we're going to have other characters, and it's important that you know who they are. So we've got Tybalt and the nurse. Then we've got Mercutio and Benvolio. And then we also have the Prince Escalus and Paris. Now, obviously, the story starts with a big fight. So first task that I'm going to ask you to complete is a true or false. So here are a few sentences. I need you to copy them. Tell me if they are true or false. And if they're false, tell me why. I need you to take a picture of your work, please. Pause the video now. So the story starts with something that we call a prologue. We will go back to this later, but it's important that you know it does exist. So it talks about two rich and powerful families, and they live in a town called Verona. So it's meant to be set in Italy. So the two families are called the Montagues and the Capulet, and they hate each other. So Act 1, Scene 1 takes place in a street in Verona. And there is a fight between the servants of the Montagues and the Capulet. And the Prince of Verona, the Prince Escalus, it would be like the mayor nowadays, says that he will execute, so he will kill anyone who fights in the street. Lord Montague and his wife ask Benvolio if he knows what is wrong with their son Romeo. And Benvolio, who's his best friend, says he will talk to Romeo. He finds out that Romeo is in love with a girl that is called Rosaline, but she does not love him. Right, task about this scene. I need you to copy the sentences, fill in the gaps with the characters that I've put at the bottom. So you might need to use them several times. I'd like you to send me a picture once you've done this. Scene 2 now. So this time it's at Lord Capulet's house. There's a young man called Paris. He asks if he can marry Capulet's daughter Juliet. However, Mr. Capulet said that she's too young. She's only 13, but he will ask her. Then Capulet sends a servant to invite a list of people to a party at his house. But the servant cannot read, so he asks Romeo and Benvolio to help. Both of them see that Rosaline's name's on the list. Now remember, Romeo thinks he's in love with Rosaline. So they decide they're going to crash the party. Second task, so still about scene number 2. I need you to match the sentences to make real sentences. So we've got numbers on the left and we've got letters on the right. And I need you to take one side and make one sentence. So for example, Paris wants to marry Juliet. I need you to write the full sentences and send me a picture, please.